I've got the Suburban on jack stands. We're about to pull the 4L80E. All right, I'm gonna try to work through this quickly, but I'll set up some time lapse and just try to knock this out real quick. We're gonna pull the 4L80E out. Still don't know yet if I'm gonna do it myself or have it done. Don't judge my sketchiness here. I'm doing what I can. I am not under this thing. I've got 6 jack stands under it, just in case while we were, so we're doing a transition. I had to shift the heart stands to the front, and so I threw my trusty red stands in there, further right behind the heart ones, just so while we're moving those around, there's still stands on it, plus the jack was on it. I know that's so sketchy. I'm not anywhere near this thing. It's on the stands, it's off the jack. I don't know if it's going to clear. The stands are all the way up, so I had to. The problem is my stands go up so much higher than my jack, so that lifts a little higher than this. Plus, if we're going to do something sketchy, that lifts straight up versus the jack. As it lifts, it has to slide. So that seemed the less sketchy route. It's on stands in the back. Those 4-ton stands, so they're hefty stands. And now that we've got it up higher, the red stands are too short, so they're just there, not doing anything. But they were when I moved the stands, and then we staged a second high lift, I guess, because my wood blocks were not enough. I guess I should cut some more blocks. That rotor, I mean, I guess it's all right. It's not going to break that rotor. It's a pretty hefty rotor. But anyway, we are under it. We're not under it. We're going to have to get under it. Like I said, it's not sketchy anymore. The sketchiness was that second lift with this conglomeration. Once we moved our stands up here, we had to go up higher, and this is what we came up with. So I'm going to clear that out of the way. I'm not too hopeful that this is going to work for us. I did have a thought of maybe we try to, if we lower the back, this might work, or we may be able to pull down on the front of the transmission on the jack and get it to clear. I mean, it's gonna be probably 2 inches from clearing, I'm guessing. So this thing is safe. I know, like I said, doesn't look safe, but you know what? Just to make it safer, I think we can throw these under the wheels and we will have another safety net. Like I said, we've got 4-ton stands in the back, 6-ton stands in the front. I've shaken it, it's sturdy. I couldn't put it on the frame though, because it didn't lift high enough on the frame. That's where I put the red stands last time, is on the lower control arms, because that got us where we could lift higher. So I'm gonna use both hands. So here's our other safety measure. And the red stands, I guess we can pull out from under because they're not doing anything. But if it happened to try to go somewhere, if it fell, it can't go all the way to the ground. Maybe we should tie a rope onto the transmission. Pull it out. I don't know. There. All right. I don't like doing sketchy things. I really don't. This is about as sketchy as it gets for me, and this is super sketchy, but sturdy as a rock. We got the Carolina squat going on. All right. I'll leave the red stands under it for right now. They're not hurting anything, so we'll just leave them there. And I'm gonna get this jack out of the way, and we'll see if we can pull the transmission out. I'm not sure it's gonna clear. Well, I have to say I'm pretty proud of myself for this contraption. So we've got the wire there to make sure the torque converter doesn't fall. We've got the transmission slightly tilted forward to lower the front so it'll clear the cross member. We've got a strap doing dual purpose, like triple purpose. I think it's triple purpose. Purpose 1 is to be able to use it to help pull the transmission out. Purpose 2 is to keep it tilted down. And purpose 3 is it keeps the jack, helps keep the jack up under there. It's pretty good, huh? So we got it out. Ideal? No, but got it out. Going back with it, I don't know. I might do it a little different. I might wait to put the torque converter until it's under, and then I would put the jack on the transmission pan. So it is sitting on the torque converter, but I don't think it's gonna hurt anything. It's literally pretty much balanced. Well, it must have slid forward or something, because now, I guess when it did that, oh, as I've been pulling it out, the jack has slid, and so now what was balanced, it's permanently tilted. So yeah, that could have been sketchy. If the jack would have slid, it would have nosedived. So as far as what we do with it now, I think I'll jack this up and see if we can slide it back on the stand. So give me a second. You can see me wrestle with this. This will not be too pretty a death. Put our feet right there. Oh, easy peasy. There. Our strap, I guess, wasn't tight enough. Awesome. So I think I'm going to take some time, undo this heat shield with it sitting right there. I should have taken that off. That would have made it easier. And then that'll allow me to get my strap tighter. And I think it's balanced pretty well there. I'm going to leave it on the jack for right now and just wheel it here in the shop and probably make some phone calls, see about rebuild cost, and maybe do some parts checking, I guess. And then, yeah, I really just need to figure out what our best route is. And I don't want to gamble on another used one. So it sucks, but we're gonna have to bite the bullet. Essentially, I guess we bought a core for $900 at this point, which I could get those for $300. Again, it lasted 90 days, but I just have a feeling, I don't think the guy sold us a non-working transmission because it was working when we got it. I do, however, think the miles were not correct, and it could have been starting to have issues, maybe, and it just took a while to get to the point where it threw a code. It's been sluggish to lock the converter since I've got it, and I was just attributing that to maybe difference in 4L80E. I don't know, but maybe that was a indication that something was going on. So I'm gonna clean up my tools, roll this thing in the shop. Well, that's gonna do it for this video. I'm gonna make some calls and just see about maybe what it would cost to rebuild it, and start pricing out some rebuild kits, and probably watch some videos and just try to get a plan on whether I'm gonna just have this done or will rebuild it myself. I'm just really short on time is the problem. So, and I really only have Saturdays to work on it, so it really stretches out, you know, a rebuild. But I'll make that decision, and then I will bring y'all back maybe next week, and we'll either dive in or take it somewhere. So thanks for watching. Leave a comment down below, hit the like button, and subscribe for more.